Thanks, Jack. And Mexican elections are scheduled for July 1st. 3 candidates will be seeking to take power from outgoing President Enrique Peña Nieto. The elections will come midway through the second year of President Trump's term, and his rhetoric towards Mexico and border security are a key issue in this summer's elections. Here to give us more details on the 3 presidential candidates is Talking Points analyst Anthony Dabbundo.
The Mexican people are heading to the polls this July to elect a new president. Mexicans will also vote for 500 members in the Chamber of Deputies and 138 members in the Mexican Senate. The presidential race is split between 4 major candidates, with recent polling data suggesting that Andrés Manuel López Obrador is the frontrunner. López Obrador is making his 3rd attempt at the presidency after finishing 2nd to current President Enrique Peña Nieto in 2012. López Obrador represents the leftist Morena Party and has taken a populist stance on issues facing relations between the United States and Mexico. He has asked for a delay in NAFTA negotiations between the 2 countries until after the election. The presidential frontrunner has also proposed an increase in spending to support pensions for the elderly and universal access to public colleges. Second in the current polls is National Action Party candidate Ricardo Anaya Cortez. Cortez has campaigned on cracking down on government corruption and increasing transparency. He is building a center-right coalition to counter the left-wing populism from López Obrador. Third in the polls is former Secretary of Finance Jose Antonio Meade Cabrera. Cabrera worked under President Peña Nieto as recently as 2017 when he resigned to seek the presidency. Cabrera is struggling to gather momentum because Peña Nieto's approval rating stands at just 17%, and both belong to the same conservative institutional revolutionary party. American President Donald Trump looks to play a key factor in the Mexican elections, with both sides digging in to fight on the key issues of trade and border negotiations.
You said President Trump with some pretty strong anti-Mexican rhetoric when it comes to terms with immigration and the trade deals with Mexico. How do you think that has affected the election thus far?
What we've seen so far is that Peña Nieto isn't particularly popular in Mexico right now. His approval rating is around 18%. And what that means is that there's been a lot of rhetoric that Trump has said in the past during the campaign in 2016 and 2017 since he's taken office. He's been very anti-Mexico. And the Mexican people are not very happy with Peña Nieto. They think that he has been too weak with Trump. He hasn't done enough to stand up to him. And what that's led to has been a rise in left-wing populism. López Obrador has used the anti-Trump rhetoric in Mexico to funnel his campaign and take a huge lead in the polls. Recent polls are suggesting he's up by 15, 16, potentially even 20 points on the second candidate, who is more of the right-wing candidate. So it's kind of spewed about this left-wing populism where Trump is going on Twitter and suggesting that we need to end the DACA deal and we need to strengthen the border wall. He's gone on and said that the Mexican people in the past, he's called them rapists. He's made all these comments, and the Mexican people say, well, what about us? So they're turning to López Obrador to funnel their frustrations.